James Fritz, 271 Crusher Road. Climate has always been changing. From 1000 AD to 1300 AD, the climate was 5 degrees, maybe 6 degrees warmer than it is now. They were growing wine grapes as far north as Norway. Then about 1315, the mini ice age hit, the little ice age, and the ocean around Greenland froze solid, and people were skating on the Thames River and in the canals in Holland. So yes, the climate is changing. It's always been changing. And there are a lot of factors we don't understand. Now, Jefferson County is in a desperate situation. We have thousands of families that don't know how they're going to feed their children or pay their bills. The city of Port Townsend and Jefferson County are going broke. 3 or 4 years from now, they will be destitute because the tuition rate is actually 10 or 11%, and taxes are going up at 1 or 2%. So I can say that the situation is going to get steadily worse. When the federal government, when they make a serious attempt to balance the budget, you're going to see the real depression hit. And it's going to be worse than the Great Depression, because at least during the Great Depression, we had a budget surplus, a trade surplus, the world's biggest exporter of oil and so forth. Now we have a $600 to $700 billion trade deficit. So if we lose our status of being able to print money to buy our oil, the price of gasoline is going to skyrocket. Now Israel and Iran are squaring off to go to war again. Experts are saying by the election next year, there's probably going to be another war in the Middle East. That's going to disrupt oil severely. The financial situation in Europe is bleak. Greece and Italy are imploding financially, and it's going to carry off to the United States. So we've got endless problems. The last thing in the world you need is more restrictions on business. If you look at China, we moved our manufacturing and industrial base to China. The greatest tragedy in the history of the United States except the Civil War. China has a carbon footprint 3 times greater for $1 million of manufactured goods than in the United States. If we wanted to cut our carbon footprint worldwide, we should move all our manufacturing back to the United States. 30 or 40% of the mercury in the air above the United States comes from the coal-fired plants in China. They're building a new coal-fired plant once a week. Once a week. They burn 3 billion tons of coal a year. Dirty coal, full of sulfur and mercury. And by deindustrializing the United States, it's financed by China. The leader of the father of the modern ecology movement is Maurice Strong. He lives in Beijing, China. Gee, surprise, surprise. Deindustrialize the United States, make China a superpower. Is that to our advantage?